Alright, Asta is first. That is so weird because she's not a kid. Oh my god, it looks so bad. Horrible. Jesus.
何はしゃいでやがる。これは試験だぞ。
Xerx.
真面目にやればだろ。地形の把握とか戦力情報の共有とかやることあるだろ、クソが。
He just loves to make fun of us. They're gonna be best buds. What is his deal? Should I call him Xerx or Lugner? I just call him Lugner. Okay, Xerx. Fine. Yeah, we have unknowns on that other side. We don't know any of their powers. Good, 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 good. This is what I want to see. Xerx. It'll be interesting to see how different teams approach this. Whether to guard the crystal, to guard the whole area, to attack immediately, to wait and see what and counter attack. So each of the teams has someone who is good with scoping the map out. Okay, so another thing is that some of these guys who are not rookies, they are used to working together, right? They have a lot more experience versus a bunch of ragtag rash players. What is he doing? So we basically have the Black Bulls cheer squad here. Why make the decision to have her sitting on his lap? Fucking hell. Looks so weird. He's looking like Mr. Krabs. Can you move your crystals to some other place, or is it just stuck in one area? Like, what all can you do? I want to see varieties in strategies. Whoa. Okay, but what's next? You can't just keep doing that. Yeah, battle experience. Asta is more of in the moment trying to figure out strategies, right? Not long term group combats. That's not his specialty. So you can move your crystal. Imagine if someone had the ability to refract light and just makes the crystal invisible. Whoa! Upskilling. Good. I mean, even if that's your reason, but still good. She could probably solo this. But they have the higher ground. Oh my god, my brain is going bananas with all kinds of strategies. But I don't know their magical powers. You could just make the whole cliff fall. They know about it? Oh boy. I have an interesting question here. Since Asta can nullify magic, some types use elemental magic, right? Like diamonds or rocks. Can he cut through all that just because it's magic? Or would it be easier or would it be harder to cut because it's an actual physical element? Just top of my head, random thought. Trap? Please get off his lap. No, it's not one of them. It's not one of them. What the hell? That's a bit overkill. What the hell? Okay. No wonder he's fucking powerful. That's even better than Asta's power. It's not just nullifying. Why was he waiting till the last moment? Either he's super smart or he just thought of helping them. That was long range. Like he was all the way over there. No effort.
いやー、さすが上級魔法騎士だ。クリスタルもあんたもどっちももう虫の息みてえだけど。お前のようなそんなものにクリスタルを。そんな俺に負けるのがお前だよ。だからあらゆる可能性を考慮して。
He's lecturing them. My God.
テンションだけ上げて、バカでかい魔法を放って勝ててりゃ世話ねえんだよ。俺に負ける奴らなんざ。
Okay, I see. Not to go all out without even knowing everyone's power. Ash magic? Yeah, I was wondering, right? That was not either of them. Huh? This guy is a bit nuts. I can't get a read on him. He powered it up? That would not be a good image for the Royal Knights. He's an outsider. Thank you. Thank you, Asta. We didn't have teamwork. The fuck is this guy's problem?
こいつマジウケんな。この人の魔法はおそらく地形や物体に魔法陣を書くことで。アスタが踏んで作動したトラップが発動した後。
Oh, that entire thing was one trap.
そのテリトリーに侵入した魔法に発動する仕組みになっている。
Thanks for letting me know. Either this guy is way too strong and he still has a lot of things in his closet. I mean, he hasn't explained a lot of it, but showing his hand this early in the rounds, now the other teams know. Okay, so we're using the same environment every time. Oh, this is going to be annoying. Okay. Vermilion. She's embarrassed. Okay. Okay, buddy, calm down. All right. All right, that's the first fight, um, which would give me an indication of the rest of the fights, except for maybe the semi-finals, the finals, and maybe some of the more hyped fights. Asta versus Noel versus Solid Silva. This was kind of underwhelming, the first fight. I did see a lot of what I wanted to see, but at the same time, it was more of a showcase of the newcomer, right? Xerx, or if that's not his real name, but Xerx. I think they'll slowly build up, but I was hoping that the fights would go on for a bit longer because, or maybe it's like 30 minutes, right? So you can't do a lot here. But some of the strategies, I got more clarity on how these fights would go. So you can move the crystal from one place to another. There's already people who have different specialties that they're employing, but I need to see more of a clear teamwork. Like Asta and what's her name? Oh my god, what's her name? Mimosa. They had somewhat of a teamwork, but obviously that one guy, Xerx, he was behind, just resting while he laid his trap. We'll we'll come to that later. His whole shtick and what he's trying to do. It's very confusing, but I like it. It's not very apparent, and he's all sorts of contradictions. He's definitely hiding his agenda upon behind layers and layers of sarcasm and confusing statements. But yeah, the fight was pretty straightforward. We got some basic combo work going on. Good judgment on Noel's part. She really carried the duo of Asta and Noel. Mimosa. Good work on Mimosa. Uh, so highlighting her experience and how she's uh, developed in the background, I guess, since we saw her last. But yeah, let's talk about this guy. He's not. He's definitely a loner. He's out for himself only. No specific agenda, but he did not want to lose. And he's straight up lying to us, to Asta and Mimosa, about what he wants. So I can't tell when he's saying the truth or when he's not. Maybe he's just he's just chaos incarnate. He just does whatever his mind thinks at that moment. But he's really, one thing that is consistent is he really wants to make fun of all these senior magic knights and this whole charade that he's got himself involved in. And he's not against using his own teammates. Pretty interesting magic there. I don't know how to counter this. Like, how would someone defend against that ability, right? Because there was no indication of any trap, and I'm sure Mimosa was tracking all the hidden traps through her map, right? And she could not tell that this was there. But I would like to think that he set up that traps specifically because he saw the kind of attacks that the other team was doing, mostly offense, right? And obviously they would go all out when they see Asta trapped, so that trap would work very well in the last moment, kind of like a reverse card. So that was good. He's not dumb. He's definitely very cunning. But again, very weird character. At times he's serious. At times he says the complete opposite of what he's doing. At other times he just makes fun of Asta just for the sake of it. Like, there's no hidden agenda. I don't know what he's doing. So let's think of the next fight with these two. Mostly, I don't know the third guy, Mimosa's older brother, but Magma and her, I don't know. They probably can melt the entire ground. That could be a very deadly combination. But we need interesting groups on both sides. I think Yuno and Noel versus Solid Silver would be a good fight. That I would want to see how she defeats his her brother. That would be a big moment for you for Noel. Other than that, yeah, I mean, you see here, Xerx really wants to insult. He really wants to go out of his way to insult them. Like, he has been wronged in the past by these magic knights. Maybe his hometown was destroyed, or he did not get justice. And this kind of a character usually comes when you have a very idealistic view of authority, or these magic knights that you look up to as heroes, and then that gets shattered, and then you become someone like this, who will go out of their way to engage in this entire um tournament just to make fun of these knights and to just belittle them to the point where, doing petty things like saying that, oh yeah, I don't want to destroy the crystal, and then psych, I was just messing with you. It's very petty. So yeah, man's got some issues. And interestingly enough, the Wizard King is being silent on all this. So that's something. We'll have to see when we come back to the second round of fights, when Asta and Xerx and Mimosa fight again against the qualifying team. Let's see what happens then. But yeah, that's it for the first fight. I hope that it it's more interesting in the coming fights, because how many times can you do the same thing, right? You have the same map, you have the same objective every time, and other teams will be learning what to do, what not to do from previous fights. So hopefully some of them use those strategies in their own fights, right? Other than that, a lot of commentary that's happening from the sides. It's not very interesting. It's not adding a lot. It's just everyone saying their own shtick. That's why I wanted an audience to be around them, like in a coliseum. That really creates the hype. But yeah, let's see. This is pretty early on in the arc, and I think this is a pretty long arc, if I'm not mistaken. So hopefully, Black Clover always delivers whenever I have complaints. So that'll happen again, I'm sure. So yeah, that's it for this episode. See you guys next time. Bye.